bullet in the chamber, waiting till they get a load of me. Dialing from the rotary, the other end's a ringtone. It's like I'm at the 20, running to the other end zone. Never had a pretty woman keep me in the friend zone. Trying to worry not, what about any of my friends on? Return so much I probably pound until the send's gone. Weed under the button, the scent strong. Phone still off limits like a motherfucker slanging Mary. Delivery on time, every time, deadly very. Good intention but the honest vary. Trying to find this peace of mind and count it out as monetary. My thoughts are forming into sentences. No telling when this evolution sends it into Exodus. I'm not just out for the reference. Understood that getting is good, at least the present is.
Chemistry underrated, your fundamentals basic, run the matrix. No dispute, I'm undebated. Beat banging like it's blood related. Elegance is understated. Orchestrations leave you sedated. Back fresh, recuperated. Brothers in step, highly awaited. Long time coming, rhyme dumbing. Pour something Bacardi lime, rum inside a cup. Stomach rumming, opinions borderline jaded. Stretch out accounts, blackboard to sketch out the routes. Stopped short, stepped out the house in Venice. Bear witness, word scripted, 3-dimension vivid, exceed the limits. Meanwhile, I pencil in the digits. Gangsta white walls spinning. Levi denims and crushed linen. Kangaroo coat with the custom stitches. Serve dishes, dirty soup kitchen. Heavy hitter, I swing it whenever you pitching. Y'all better listen, y'all better listen.
And we are live, folks. As it is Tuesday, so we're a couple of days early to bring you this, but it is the finals of LHL Season 16, and it has been a wild season so far, and it is winding up in a wild fashion as well, as Hamilton is here tonight to take on Dallas. This series, a best of 7, is tied at 2 games apiece, and so essentially tonight becomes a best of 3 to determine who will be the champions of the Legends Hockey League for Season 16, and it is anybody's game tonight. I'm Winners with the One. I'm here on the HQM network tonight, which is pretty cool. I'm here with Vector, who's bringing you these super high quality images. Are you there, man? How's it going?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
And we are expecting a good game tonight. I don't know, you've been watching these teams all season long too, man. What do you think about this series?
Really, more than anything, I'm surprised that Dallas managed to squeak their way in here against KS Auto. I still am just amazed at that.
Me too, man. Yeah, because I got to cast the end of that series last week on Thursday, and I was just I ended up kind of losing my voice. It was pretty hype, and yeah, they've shocked the world by getting in. You know, they played so well at the end of the season and just carried that momentum into the playoffs, and yeah, knocked off the team that we really thought we would be watching tonight, Montreal, and just a splendid display. But now they're up against a Hamilton team that is pretty good too, and that's looking to shock the world themselves. So this should be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to this. As already we're getting a look at who they might be bringing to the ice tonight. And I'm still trying to set things up too here. I'm doing a local recording just in case, and we'll put that up on the YouTube and put it in the playlist, because like I was telling Vector, you know, 100 years from now, when people want to watch this for historical purposes and they watch the whole season and then they get to the end and there's no finals, you know, I don't want to leave them in suspense to have to dig through the archives and find out who it might have been. So if you're watching this 100 years from now on the IBN Casting YouTube playlist, we will make sure that you get to see the finale of how this all turns out. I know I want to see it. I'm very excited to be here tonight. And so who we got out here right now? It looks like Hamilton's on the ice. And they've got Paco, of course. Respect the Paco. No, this isn't them. Unless they brought Meat Cell in. Did they bring Meat Cell in? I don't think so. Yes. Yeah, they don't allow any last minute trades like that, or else you just have. Yeah, just you just end up with two super teams, based on who got knocked out, and so that's pretty standard in esports, and same here as well. So yeah, Hamilton, a very good team. They got past Hartford in the playoffs to be here, and they have shown that they're a very scrappy team. They can score when they need to. They can make things happen on the ice, and so they will be looking to stop the high-flying passing offense of Dallas here in this game tonight. And yeah, it's whoever wins two, well, that's it. That's the champions. And so I don't know if you're out there betting, and I know you are. The Vegas lines are on the sports book are very, very busy on this one, but it's hard to pick who might be coming away with this one. I think it's a pretty much of a toss-up. It's a very evenly played or evenly matched game on paper. Now, we'll see how it plays out. Of course, paper is only worth what it's worth, as we have seen in these playoffs. So, miraculous comeback from Dallas. They were down 3-1. I'm told that was the first time in LHL history that a team had come down from 3-1 in the playoffs and come back and win. So that's a pretty impressive stat right there.
But have there been any reverse sweeps?
Reverse sweeps? Oh, man. No, I don't think so. I think that's about as close as they came. So we'll have to wait till next season to see if somebody can pull that one off. If my math is correct, I don't think that's possible this evening. But they said they were playing on this server, and yeah, okay, here they are. And here they come as we start to fill out these lineups. And for the people watching this on the local in red, it'll be Hamilton. And they are going to be, of course, Gabe, Kill Me Please, Nargila, who's been phenomenal in the net. He will be called on tonight to make some big saves here. Crab in a Tree, BGP, and presumably a fifth player. It's going to be Marchie. And for Dallas, in blue, there'll be Dial, Travis Konechny, Tony Flo, Kiwi, and in the net, another phenomenal goalie, Gun for Hire 2011, a.k.a. PK. A.k.a. PK Paching, excuse me. I got to remember to keep my finger on the button tonight, man. I'm on somebody else's cast. I got to press the buttons instead of yelling into the mic. But there is going to be some yelling, I suspect, as this game gets underway. We're about to have our opening face-off, and games 5, 6, and 7, if necessary, here tonight to decide who is going to be in the finals. And so now puck going around, Crab in a Tree will begin things for Hamilton. He finds BG down low, tries to send this across. It is blocked. And there'll be a bit of a battle here between he and Tony Flo. Stolen at center ice, Crab in a Tree. He may take a shot here. He does. Blocked. Another chance. Still loose. He may get a third attempt. And he flings it towards the net. Oh, that almost went. But it does bounce off the post now. Another shot. Another block. And defensively, both these teams are very, very good. And they are really good at stopping the puck at the point of contact. You're going to see a lot of pass blocks, shot blocks, and saves just like that one from PK Paching. Now coming in is Dial to grab this one. And he will push it forward. Marchie here to pick it up. And he will lay it in. This goes just wide. And now BG turning around, looking into the middle. Chance possibly here. No, stolen. Dallas going to try to turn this around quickly. Dial going into the corner for it. Marchie to follow. Nargila will carry the puck around. Back over to BG. Travis Konechny following him closely. Now Marchie with the puck. He will send this across. Right on. Crab in a Tree. Moving through, room to shoot, room to score! And Marchie will get the assist as Crab in a Tree will get the first point of the night, the first goal of the night, and the first score of the night for Hamilton. 1-0, looking to get something in again off the draw. Save made, PK Paching, rebound attempt, and that blocked. So now Dallas, all right, onto Diley's freeze, loose in front, plenty of room, shoot, scores! And just like that, Dallas evens it up. Travis Konechny on the assist, and yeah, you'll see Dial doing that a lot. That's kind of in their wheelhouse on offense. As soon as they get possession of the puck, you will see him go straight for the net, and you'll see those passes, and then Dial on the wraparound. He is fired up. You know, he said to us earlier tonight, it's been a while since he has won an LHL championship, and I had to think about it, and yeah, that's true. It has been a while. I mean, we're so used to all the accolades and awards that Dial has accumulated, including 1,000+ points, Vector, this in LHL season play. And that's, I think he might be the first one to do that. I'm not sure, but either way, that's huge, man.
I think you're right. He is the only player to reach 1,000.
Yeah, that's years put in and lots of time put in to be able to do that. And so he's just adding to the numbers this evening already with a couple. And oh, Gabe, kill me please. And that's the kind of play that they run a lot too, as he'll just lurk right around in front of the net. And Crabbing a Tree finds him, and Gabe, another great veteran. Now we're seeing some of the best that have ever played in this league are right here on the ice tonight. And they're already putting on a show for us. 2 minutes left, first period, and it is a 2-2 game. And looking for a chance to break this tie. Chance in front. Oh, waved off. As PK Paching, he had to just battle with that puck as it was coming from all directions. So now Hamilton to reset. It'll be Kiwi who takes the puck, and again, right on the tapes, a Dial. Poke checked away, and this gets behind Kiwi, and Gabe will force it in a little closer to the net as a battle ensues in the corner briefly as Dallas sends 3 to pick this up. And again, looking for that long pass, maybe a little too long there. Marchie in the way to intercept. And so yeah, this is going to, you see some of these games take place a lot in the neutral zone, but I think this one's going to be coast to coast a lot, Vector, just based on the way these guys play.
Hey, that will be fine by me because there's clearly no shortage of action. Like, it's just non-stop. They're getting it so close to the net, and it's just fanning right past the net.
Yeah, these teams, they have their own styles, but there's a lot of similarities in how they set up on offense. And so it should make for a very good back and forth game, and certainly fun games to watch here. We're going to see at least 2 and maybe 3 depending on how this goes. Right now it's anybody's game and anybody's series as we were tied up at 2 as the first period starts to wind down, looking for one more possibly before time runs out. Comes in, PK Paching saves, slides across and flashes the pads.
That's how you close out a period.
Yeah. Indeed it is. And just what these goalies are able to do, it always blows my mind, because they don't have body collision. All they've got is that stick, and so you have to kind of emulate what would, you know, if you were just going down to make a barrel block and slide across, you know, that's kind of what it would look like if they did have full body collision, but they don't. So it's just the goalie position has evolved dramatically in the past few years. This game has been picking up in North America. I think it's North America's best contribution to the sport of hockey, ? But that's not to say that the forwards and the defense have not been picking it up as well. And we're certainly seeing a lot better defense than we used to. And now look at the moves. He tries to split the seam on a double team, and coming back around will be Gabe, and Crabbing a Tree may get to this first. He does, holds it in, and he's got room to shoot. He does, and blocks in front, as I believe that was Kiwi that got a piece of that. And that will give Dallas a chance to move this, possibly. No, again, it's going back into the neutral zone. And this will be handled by Kiwi, trying to get it down to Travis Konechny. It does bounce off the wall. And they will carry this around. And so now we do see a brief neutral zone battle, but very brief, as coming back the other way, shot goes wide. Hamilton trying to launch an attack there, and they will have to reset from their own end. As we'll see who picks this up. It is Marchie. We'll get this over to Kill Me Please, aka Gabe. And BG now, as the puck disappears up into the rafters, drops down right into center ice, and now cleared away. So yeah, both teams just they're trying not to make mistakes here. They're playing as conservative as we see these two teams play in terms of how they usually approach this game. So, but something's got to give. Long shot, save made. PK Paching turns around, fires a slow one in. He will handle that with ease. As now back the other way. Oh, hey, beautiful setup in front, but Dial not able to pull the trigger. It goes well wide of the net. Dallas may be able to hold it in, but no, it is BGP. No, taken back by Dallas. Trying to move this through, and a three-man coverage gets rid of the puck for Dallas to chase it back into their own end. 2 minutes now left in the second period, and we're still tied as everything slows down just a bit, but I suspect not for long, as you want to try to gain that advantage somehow. And the backhand shot here by BG, and just off the post, a follow-up will go wide, and BG comes back to the puck. He will set this up for Marchie in front, and it does not go. But Tony Flo looking for the counterattack. He's got a couple of guys to choose from. Dial right there in front, lays it up. What a save as Nargila at point-blank range stuffs it. That is a big, big goalie stop, and that gives Hamilton a chance to push it the other direction. The shot goes wide. And will they be able to hang on to it here? They do, as Marchie has lots of room to operate. Let this one shoveled away as it heads towards the front of the net. Under a minute left in the second period, and both goalies having to come up big to preserve this tie. And it's this is a hell of a game. This is the kind of stuff you expect in a finals game. You know, everybody's been playing all season long. These teams know each other well. They know the other team very well. They know their weaknesses and tendencies. They know their own weaknesses and tendencies, and that's what Sun Tzu, you know, the great hockey philosopher, said that you have to do in order to win the battles. You have to know yourself and know the enemy, and then you will win 1,000 battles. It was either Sun Tzu or Don Cherry that said that. I can't remember. 6 seconds left, and an opportunity there denied. And this will end up back at center ice and down as we head to the third. And I can catch my breath a little bit, Victor. Wow.
Yeah, so no goals that period. That's unusual considering the status of these goalies.
Yeah, but not for lack of trying, man. They've definitely got it going on here. So we head to the third period, and usually in situations like this, I'll say something obvious like the next goal is very important. Because indeed, I think the next goal is going to be very important, as the tempo is still pretty fast, but nobody's really able to get much going here for at least a period or so. But yeah, so whoever gets a go-ahead here is going to be in the driver's seat in this game 5 of 7, of a scheduled 7, I should say. But just the way this season has gone, I would not be surprised if this becomes another 7-game series. And especially with the way they're playing tonight. But now, Crab in a Tree will shield this puck as he takes it into the corner. Now BG doing the same, looking for Marchie, gets away. And Kiwi will be on the puck for Dallas, around to Tony Flo. And he's got options here. He will dish it back to Travis Konechny. And again, they're looking for Dial, and they're going to find him right there at the blue line. And he is immediately leapt upon by the Hamilton defense, and they're able to get this puck back. Nice play off the boards. The shot. Oh, and it's Gabe once again, as he just had a split second of opportunity. So he gets that extra step, and he shoots and scores. Make it 3-2. Hamilton with the lead. Yeah, it's Gabe versus Dial in this series, I think, and not to diminish any of the other great players on both of these teams, but you know, when it comes down to clutch time, those are two guys that know a lot about clutch time. And so it's going to be a matter of who is able to get those opportunities and capitalize on them. And that's where the rest of the team comes in. And here comes the rest of the team for Hamilton as well as Dallas, as Crab trying to move that. He does get blocked. And Marchie, oh, the shot just wide. But Marchie has been very good so far as an outlet player. I mean, when they have nowhere else to go, they can always find Marchie. And he'll get open and give them a target to keep the play alive. It's been good stuff for Hamilton. And they try to translate that into more goals as they start their attack from their own end. Now, Gabe will slow it up and just pause for a moment as this one flung in just wide, and they're set up in front. Dallas is able to block, and a wildly bouncing puck. This is the kind of physics that will send it in a crazy direction if somebody touches it just the right way. Oh yeah. But now it's going to go into the Dallas end. Kiwi taking this, moving it to Dial as he tries to slow it up, but the double team gets to him. Drop pass and a blocked attempt will head into the opposite corner. And all this is just taking lots of time off the clock. We are heading to the 1 minute mark, and it's almost in the hands of Hamilton. They've got to hold off a barrage from Dallas here at the end. Off the boards in front, and that could have been a good chance. But PK Paching will come out big and try to keep this going. And the shot coming in, blocked. Oh, stolen chance, and that's going to be pushed just wide. May go for the wraparound here. They're going to stop that, and now Dial will try to retrieve this puck. 47 seconds left in Game 5. Hamilton up by 1. He's trying to hang on, but a chance, and Dial is there again. And he will get the hat trick. Travis Konechny just got it down there to him. And he taps it in with the backhand, and we are tied at 3 with 30 seconds left in the third period. This is going to be that kind of series. I knew it would. I knew it would. But, you know, when you get to a finals, you want those finals to reflect how the game is played at its highest levels. And these guys are not going to let us down in that respect. Shot just wide, 8 seconds. And Hamilton may have time for another push, but it comes back. Tony Flo's going to fire one in, but no. We will go to overtime in our first game of the night here. It's technically it's like a best of 3. So, but we're supposed to play 7 games. We may play the equivalent of a lot more before it's all said and done, man. And so our first overtime begins. And they will try to finish this off quickly. As Marchie, some nice moves here. He'll go for the backhand. And what a save as PK Paching stops him. As he had a lot of room there. Was able to pick a shot. But also a good view of it from between the pipes. PK Paching was able to get the timing right and make the stop. So this game continues. So it is Dial coming to this puck. Nargila, seeing that, will quickly pop it around out of danger. And Hamilton will regroup here in the back. Now Gabe pushes it along. Tony Flo will be here to pick it up for Dallas. As you know, this is just the first minute of overtime. But yeah, a good attempt by Marchie. But they're going to have to keep trying. Here is PK. And we'll get this around to Dial. And he's not moving at high speed, but he doesn't have to. The shot is in. He puts the biscuit in the basket, and that's 4 goals for Dial. All 4 goals for Dallas. And they will win Game 5 and go up 3-2 in this series. So we will head to Game 6 without hesitation. Well, there may be hesitation. I don't know, man. Sometimes these guys might take a timeout, and these are high-pressure situations, right? You know, you got to kind of, your hands are shaking. You know, mom's spaghetti. So they may take this full warm-up. I want to thank everybody who's here watching, the millions of people watching on the HQM network. Don't forget, you can subscribe to this fucker right here. They got the full subscribe button. So if you've got Twitch Prime, if you've got Amazon Prime, and most people do now, I guess, for like Christmas and shit, you also have Twitch Prime, so you can subscribe. And you don't even have to pay the whatever $5 or whatever. It's free, right? But the HQM community will still get the cash dineros for that. So it's a nice thing to do. It's a great gift for Christmas. You know, subscribe to the HQM network, and you're subscribing to a better future for the game of hockey in North America. So I wasn't even paid for that. It's the mark of a professional, man. I have done this semi for a living before, so you have to get, you know, your pimp hand has to be strong. Oh, you want Christmas jokes? Yes, it is a very festive holiday time of year, and Christmas is a lot of fun. You can either enjoy it and embrace it and watch those dumb movies on the Hallmark Channel with like Alicia Witt and other great hotties of history, or you could just be an old Scrooge and say, fuck Christmas. But where's the fun in that? Well, let's have fun with this Christmas crap. You know, you're gonna have to deal with it anyway. If you ever go out of the house, I'm sorry if you have to do that, you're gonna have exposure to all the Christmas music and all the Santas and Frosties and, you know, Santa on the cross for your sins and all that shit. So you might as well embrace it, right? Yeah. Even if you don't believe in Christmas or Santa Claus, just go with it. We put this together pretty quickly tonight, so I don't think Vector has any Christmas music for us. Do you, man? I'll sing one before the game starts.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
And the game is beginning. Game 6 is underway almost. And Dallas, 1 game away from being the champions of the LHL. Hamilton is potentially 2 games away. So, How is this going to come down? We're about to find out. As the play starts from the Hamilton end. Or, excuse me, no, it won't. They changed, didn't they? Okay. So now Hamilton is in blue, Dallas is in red. Nobody in festive Christmas green. I don't know what colors you're seeing on the HQM network there. I think Vector said something about the Columbus Blue Jackets. So, they have festive uniforms in their own right, certainly. And Travis Konechny looking for this pass, as was Tony Flo. Dial will try to chase it down, but this puck is going to move around to Marchie on the opposite end. Gabe there to play it off the bank shot in the corner. He will fire this in. Save made by BG. And make it 1-0. And that's just good team play right there. You can't swallow the puck. You can't go for the whistle as a goalie, so it's live. And if you're there in the vicinity, you need to keep your head on a swivel, with that right mouse button or whatever, and then keep an eye on where that puck is. And a lot of times you can get something good off the rebound, and that's what BG did right there. And so they'll try for another. The shot blocked. Oh, nice move to move it through on the follow-up, but cleared away, and Arguila now will take the puck for Hamilton, who's off to a fast start in this game 6. As now they are playing for their lives. As are we all, I suppose, if you want to get existential about it. But no, man, these guys are playing for their LHL lives. And their season 16 LHL lives. Because there will be a season 17. I believe it in my heart. I don't know how many teams there'll be. There might be 6, there might be 8. I don't know what the league's going to look like. There'll be one of those meetings where everybody rabbles about stuff, and we'll figure it out, won't we? But, oh, the wraparound attempt does not go. And now Crab in a Tree will come away with the puck. BG leaving it to move forward, and he'll get it back and fire this in. And now, here is Gabe looking for him. He gets it!
Jingle all the way.
Shot by Gilby Please, aka Gabe. He takes them from whatever angle he can get them from. And quite often those shots go in, and that one did. And Hamilton has taken a 2-0 lead here in the first period. And they are looking to force a game 7 of this series. Now looking for the long pass to Dial. Marchie there to intercept. And both teams swatting at it in midair, but it lands safely and goes back to the Hamilton side of the rink. Or now Dial, possibly. He's got some room. He'll try to lay one into the slot, but the Hamilton defense back in time to stop it. And Gabe will hassle Kiwi as he pushes this around. Now BG, Marchie, and chance in front. But again, PK Paching very alert. And he is able to withstand the pressure. Now pass across, Travis Konechny. Dial will try to get to it before Crab in a Tree, and there will be a tussle here. Tony Flo, a sure-handed player all season long, as he keeps that in play, at least for the moment. Now they'll come back around. Circling is Kiwi, and Tony Flo. BG will battle it out. Tony Flo with the shot. And Dial looking for the tip in front. Was not able to get that. Here is BG. Puck held up, Travis Konechny. Puts it right on, but it bounces off the side of the post. And so a couple of good opportunities for Dallas that did not go, and so it's going to be 2-0 in favor of Hamilton heading into this second period.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the
So is Hamilton going to be able to keep this up and force a 7th and decisive game in this series? Dallas is a team well known for its scoring ability. So yeah, a 2-goal lead is not really that much of a cushion. So Hamilton will have to keep playing with 100%, maybe even crank it up to 105 or 110% to keep things going here. Loose puck, BG. And this is stolen, and now a chance for Dial to try to move this. It's held up there by Crab in a tree, and so now here comes Hamilton again. Shot blocked. Following it in, here's an opportunity, and that shot blocked as well. Dallas with some tough defense to keep things where they are, at least scoreboard-wise. This puck will get away all the way back to Nargila. He will watch as Marchie takes it and begins from the back. Now Gabe with the puck. He will look up the ice. Stolen. Travis Konechny. The quick backhander is going to go wide. And now they will pursue this as Kiwi is there. He bodies him up in the corner. And it will be Tony Flo working his way through his own end and shadowed very closely by BG. Oh, and that puck went on. And Nargila was there to make the stop. So they're trying to get shots off however they can, which is the playoff style and certainly the finals style. But here's a shot. Oh, and a beautiful block. The stick up on that. Bouncing puck coming in. And PK Paching again is there. So Hamilton with some offensive pressure of their own has been very effective here in this game 6. If you were just joining us, Dallas won game 5. Therefore making this a 3-2 series, and Dial.
They never let poor Rudolph
Is there in front once again. Kiwi on the assist, and Dallas pulls to within 1 with 2 minutes and some change left in the second period. So again, it's too early to carve this game into stone just yet. But Hamilton relentless on the attack. The save made there. He did get a piece of that, didn't he? Or did it go behind the net? I was too far back to see. But either way, Hamilton generating lots of offense. And Dallas just trying to take whatever they can in this 6th game. Finally breaking through with that Deloriac's goal. Now Kiwi will begin things once again for Dallas. Chance shot. It will travel over the net. But it does land in a pretty good place for Dallas. But now Hamilton will come away with the puck. BG trying to advance this as it is cleared. And a battle in the corner now. And BG will take things into his own hands once again. As this one rattles off the boards. Gabe trying to chase after it, but it will be Tony Flo. And he fires one across to Dial. Oh, the cross in front. But he is blocked on his shot attempt. So that was a pretty good drawn up play there for Dallas. But again, Hamilton is putting a lot of good defensive effort into this game. Really, both these teams are. But now, here is Gabe. And we've seen him 1v1 entire teams before. So will he go all the way with this? Nope, he's going to let Crab in a Tree do the honors. As he gets this across, Marchie open in front, knocked down, 6 seconds. And they might have a possible chance for another shot. Oh, swing and a miss. So, no. So we will go to the third period. 2-1. Hamilton with the lead in game 6.
You really are a hero.
You there, Vector? Your thoughts?
You're as cuddly as...
Sorry, I was getting Christmas music queued up.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Taking requests from the fans, yes.
Trying to get a playlist built.
Oh, that's some procasting right there, yes. So we give the people what they want. And these guys on the ice are certainly giving the people what they wanted, which is a fun LHL Finals. And really, these playoffs have been something to remember throughout. We've seen so many great games, and that is continuing as we're in the third period of game 6. And Hamilton, if they can come away with the victory here, they will force a game 7. Of course, if they should lose this game, then that's it. We can play Christmas music all night for the people, but I don't know. Many things can happen. If that's certainly one of the lessons that we have learned from witnessing these playoffs so far, and indeed these finals. So moving the puck around now, Crab in a Tree. He will drop this back. Gabe's going to go back for it. And he's got room to do some things here. He will just dump it to center ice. Kiwi will secure the puck for Dallas. And again, he's looking for those long passes, but a little too deep and well covered. So back the other way, shot save, PK Paching. Both these goalies have just been monstrous, tremendous. And, you know, they carry the hopes and dreams of their team. What a pass from Tony Dial. It's like Tom Brady to whoever. And it is 2-2, and Dallas has tied this thing up. And just great effort there by Tony Flo. And, of course, Dial just making it look easy, settling the puck down to get the shot off. But, yeah, I mean, Tony Flo bringing them back to life like Evanescence here with that pass. And so now we're about halfway through regulation time of the third period. Chance for Hamilton maybe here as PK Paching is going to get that one. Just came in too close. And here is BG. He will follow this into the corner. He might try to set something up towards the middle. He does, but the poke check will get it away. And so Hamilton will reset things at the 2-minute mark. And just like this is looking a lot like the last game, as we have a tied matchup going into the late stages of the third. Here is BG once again as they load up on the far side. It is going to be Gabe. He shoots it, and PK Paching again with the save. And he will turn this around quickly. Big chance in front of Dial. Once again, Tony Flo to Dial. And they make it 3-2 with a minute and a half left in the third period. Dallas has taken the lead. And if they can hang on, this could be a championship point. We shall see. Plenty of time left for Hamilton and time to move it. And Gabe gets it done with his second goal of this game. He's tied it up once again at 3. And Man, oh man. Another wild last minute of the game coming up and potentially extra time. Oh, the hammer shot. And it travels to the side of the net. Nobody home for that. Marchie will pick it up. And yes, the crowd going wild in chat. Big stuff from Dallas. And then, of course, Gabe with the big response. 48 seconds now in this third period. Tied at 3. Chance now. Moving it in. BG shoots and scores. Top shelf cookies. The Christmas cookies. You know, the kind that look like little candy canes and shit. And it is 4-3. A very festive goal by BGP will put Hamilton in the lead again. Can they hang on? Crabbing a tree slows it down a bit. Looking for Gabe on that long pass. It does travel into the crease. PK on the stop. And now they're just kind of freezing the puck and eating up time. That's the right play to make, I think. And so it's 10 seconds. And are they going to line up for a shot? Maybe. Nope. Gabe is just going to... He and Crab and a Tree are there to finish this off. And the GGs come out, and we are indeed going to a Game 7 of the LHL Finals. With some last-minute thrilling heroics from both sides. But Hamilton just would not be denied. This has got to go all the way, doesn't it? I mean, there's no other way than all the way. He got HQM'd. That's great. I'm totally stealing that. Yeah. Sometimes you do get HQM'd in this game. That's a fine way to put it, sir. Yes. That's part of the fun of it, though, isn't it? The handmade physics of Hockey ? And all the Cryptic Sea games. I mean, that's what makes them fun to play. That's why people are still playing all these games after all these years. But yeah, here we go. The festive holiday spirit continues as somebody's going to have a Merry Christmas and somebody's going to have coal in their stockings, and it's sad that one of these teams has to lose because they've both shown that they are capable of being champions tonight. They've played like champions, but indeed, under the rules of the Legends Hockey League, there can only be one champion per season. So for those of you joining us from Pub Stars right now, hope you're enjoying this championship matchup tonight. This could be you someday, playing in a big Game 7. And Vector, are you there? What do you think is going to happen, man? Any predictions?
I predict a Dal hat trick. There, I said it.
Yeah, that's pretty safe wager, I think, as he's just he's provided the lion's share of the scoring for him, hasn't he?
Or maybe we could just throw every jinx in the book out there. So.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time, man. The caster curse. But when you get to this precarious a situation, I don't know if it really matters. It's all in the player's hands. You know, you can jinx them, you can curse them, you can coach them up, but really it comes down to what takes place on the ice. Even if it's some old bullshit, it's it's up to the players. And so the players begin. Hamilton in red now, Dallas in blue. For those of you watching on the non-fancy VOD for later. As this puck will move away, and it will be Marchie who will cover it for Hamilton, who are in red, just like Santa. I don't think they have the. I don't have the. Yeah, they do have the player models with the beards on this one, don't they? Yes. So we couldn't make the beards white, but you get the idea. Put little Santa hats on them. Yes, Fat Squirrel, it would be bolder to predict Dial not getting a hat trick. But, you know, that just shows you how good these guys are. You know, guys like Gabe and Dial. Everybody knows that they're going to be going in there and trying to get theirs. They can put 2 people on them, 3 people on them. You know, they can try to get in between those long passes, you know, those Tony Flo passes, but they still manage to find a way and score those goals. Of course, that one Tony Flo pass, I don't think anybody could have gotten in the way of. That was just like right over his shoulder, like some Randy Moss stuff there. So, but yeah, a little more deliberate pace here in this game 7 to start things off. Again, you don't want to leave yourself open for anything disastrous like that, and so both teams just kind of picking their way through. And now across the ice, across center ice, brings it in. This will be shot wide. Will that be stolen by Dallas? It will. Tony Flo will immediately start looking up the ice for Dial, but again, he's well covered, so he has to lay it in along the boards. And Hamilton will get it back. Here comes Gabe to try to counterattack. He will have a little bit of room, and he has to go offsides for it. We don't have offsides. I don't know if they're going to add that. But see, you couldn't do that if they have the offsides rule in effect, you know. You have to get everybody else to clear out of the zone. And so, I don't know. Would that slow the game down too much? I wonder if it would. Yeah. And then there was some talk of, well, can we have icing but not offsides? But Baba hasn't written it that way, I don't think. So he'd have to completely redo it. So there's supposed to be this tournament coming up pretty soon where they're going to test some of the new rules. Shit, I'm down to cast some of that just for experimental sake to see how that goes. But we'll see. We've still got a season to finish off here, and we're about a minute and a half remaining in this first period. This shot will have a little too much extra on it. You follow up going high and wide as well. But yeah, the torrential scoring pace has slowed down somewhat here in this game 7. And at least in the first period it has. In fact, it is slowed to a complete halt with nobody scoring yet. See, there's your caster curse, right? But this shot does go wide. And puck traveling around. Marchie will get another crack at it. And PK Paching looks like he got a piece of that. And so now Dial and Crab will battle for it all the way down to the bottom of the rink. Stolen. Tony Flo gets it across. Dial, chance, shot, save! Nargila. As he has been on point for Hamilton. So now they will try to lead a trek up the center of the ice. Gabe looking for that long pass. Didn't quite land in the right spot. The poke check here will get it away from Dallas. Briefly, they put it on, and Nargila will jump save this one and fling it well out of danger. So Kiwi with 7 seconds. I don't think they're going to bother to try to launch another. And a timeout is called by Hamilton.
In the lane,
so here's a good time for Christmas.
Listen, a beautiful sight, oh, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is a bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He's singing a song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. Well, in the meadow we can build a snowman and pretended he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're...
And so now here we go. As the timeout is lifted by our friend, your friend, Lewis Friend, and it is the second period. And it is on. And it is, as the kids say, lit AF. So Marchie now with the puck. Will bash one into the center. And they're just trying to brutalize their way to the net. And a chance there, and it goes off the crossbar. A good opportunity. But yeah, it's just trying to force their way past the Dallas defense. And it almost worked. But now here comes Dallas. Kiwi leaving it in the corner for Dial. Marchie, he's been good with the puck tonight. He gets it away. And I have to go back to retrieve this. It is BG who gets it to Marchie. And he's got room for this pass, but only briefly as they step in to cut that off. And now traveling through. And again, the Dallas defense with the high sticks. And the shot, Dial roofs it up and in.
Laid on.
First goal of his hat trick attempt tonight. And again, how many assists does Tony Flo have? Like a dozen? I don't know. He and Dial are really kind of in each other's heads, like Charles Xavier here, and they have just been great at connecting and making these goal opportunities happen. So under 3 minutes, so we see our first goal of the game, looking for a second as Hamilton is in the Dallas zone, just scraping for some room to get these shots off, and they are getting a few on. And PK Paching just watching them closely from back there. As now here is Gabe again, but it is Kiwi who will cut off the angle and get to the puck first. Travis Konechny now. And he will send one to Dial, unsurprisingly. Puck stolen by Marchie, unsurprisingly, and loose in the neutral zone. And now here they come again. The triple team, the shot wide. Travis Konechny trying to plug this up. He does. And Tony Flo races in, puts one on. And it will not make its way into the crease. As we get to underneath 2 minutes in this second period. And this is looking a little more like an NHL playoff game. Not quite as many goals being scored. Just a lot of hard-nosed defensive work. And just not giving each other much room to breathe. They're just following each other very closely on defense. It's tightly played, as one would expect from a Game 7. Now, from the back, puck squirts loose, and this could be a chance for Hamilton if they can get it out of their zone, and they do. And a nice move to get it across and try to get that on net. It does travel over the crossbar as we make it to the 1 minute mark. Now Dallas, Tony Flo. This has been dangerous so far. And he lands one there for Travis Konechny, but he is not able to connect with that. As again, he is being played pretty closely defensively. 38 seconds. And Dallas, oh, this is going to trickle in front, and oh, they make the stop. As that was a good chance for Hamilton. And they may have another good chance here. As BG. The pass is blocked. Now here comes Gabe circling around. And the puck will be jarred loose. It's Nargila who comes out and handles this. And that's going to do it for the second. Yes, this is game 7, which means that the series is tied at 3-3. Now Dallas won game 5, Hamilton, with a big comeback from behind to win game 6 and force this game 7, which now goes to its 3rd and final regulation period, with Dallas leading 1-0. A 1-0 lead by either of these teams is, I don't think it's going to be enough. Something's got to give here in this 3rd period or in overtime. There's a chance, and it goes off the side of the net, and now Crabbing a Tree will start things for Hamilton from the back. Gets this over to Gabe. And Gabe may try to take it coast to coast here. This is a very Gabe-like thing to do, but he makes the shot from center ice. It is blocked. BG coming back with it. A chop shot there will travel high and over. And so now Travis Konechny tries to clear this out, but Gabe, circling around, will put it back in play towards the net. And here's Crabb. It gets loose, and Dial's got plenty of room. He's coming in for it. The shot. What a save as Nargila stops him again. A huge, huge stop for Hamilton. Now they've got a chance to counterattack the other way. The shot. The save on the other side as PK Paching. Deadly, these goalies both making point blank stops, but there's BGP. As Marchie finds him on the quick feed in front, and BGP has tied this thing up with a nice first touch one-timer. 1-1 after a very up-tempo sequence from both of these teams. And again, we find the score deadlocked. 3 minutes left. Shot, score, Gabe! As that takes a tough bounce in front. Marchie with his 2nd assist, and Hamilton has taken the lead with 3 minutes left. Boy, oh boy, is this a game 7 or what? But still, very much in question as time ticks down in regulation. I keep saying regulation. We've already had one overtime game tonight, that being game 5. And wouldn't be surprised to see another. You know, you're getting a little bit of bonus hockey tonight. And this is one that people will watch a century from now and marvel and be amazed at. I'm marveling at it right now, like holy shit. But they look for the wraparound, and it does not go, and Hamilton's swarming in, and Gabe may have an opportunity to push this forward. He does. He will go for the backhand, and it is stopped. Looked like it hit part of the framework. May have hit part of PK Paching's stick as well. 2 minutes left now. Hamilton trying to hang on. This puck is carried around BG now. They'll start to pinch forward, this Dallas team, as they send a couple into the zone for harassment purposes. But now it goes into the Dallas end. And peeling off is Gabe. And he gets loose somehow. He tries to do the 360 spin move on a backhander, which is certainly something Gabe is capable of doing, but it would have looked pretty cool if it went in. But it did not. So we go to the 1 minute mark. Hamilton still with the lead. Here comes Dial. And now at center ice, Hamilton will just dig in and put this back in the Dallas zone. As every second precious in this part of the game. Under a minute left in regulation, game 7, Hamilton trying to be the champions of the LHL. as Dallas has got some people there. Oh, and the hammer shot goes around the entire rink, still bouncing. And this is when crazy things happen, when you see those. And now here comes Dallas. And Time Room chips it in and jump save Nargila as he keeps it out. And he'll make the save on the follow-up. Now going for the backhand block, 20 seconds. Now back in the corner, Dallas still with the puck. Tony Flo at the point, fires it in, trying to get some space for these guys to do something. 10 seconds cleared away. Gun for hire now getting into the play. 5 seconds. Time running down. Hamilton. Can they do it? They stop the barrage, and Hamilton are your LHL Season 16 champs in a barn burner of a game and of a series. Goodness. That is everything we'd hoped for from the finals of the LHL. And Dallas, an amazing run. They knocked off the favorites, Montreal, and they took Hamilton to 7 games. But this Hamilton team, they've been very good, very consistent.